Wait, what in the world happened to the prices of these cards? I just wasted all the remaining energy that I have, so back to normal Robbie for this video. So make sure you guys smash the link, crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more. I was going, hey, Ultimate Slayer, the tech choice out of this weekend's YCS. But Robbie, the YCS was on the previous format. What in the world? Why would I pick up cards based on that? Because people were focusing on shifting the format. If Unchained is still going to be the best deck going into new format, and we have plenty of good cards that we can use with Ultimate Slayer, why would we not? Your opponent can't activate monster effects when you slam down the Ultimate Slayer. You dump the Evil Twin, monster from your extra deck. Congratulations, where you drop some Fusion, Pendulum, a Link, whatever you need to do, and it shuffles the thing right off the field. So you don't have to worry about graveyard effects, anything with that. And guess what? Ultimate Slayers have already started to rise in price. Alright, somebody else is going to be like, Rabbi, you didn't tell us about this. There, I just did. And I mean, on the note of the Ultimate Slayer, alright, you got to keep an eye on the extra deck cards. That's going to be the Troubled Sunny. Bucephalus 2 is something to mention here as well. For the Starlights, they're moving, which is very interesting, by the way, because we haven't had a Starlight move in quite some time. And all of a sudden, Bucephalus 2 is doing its thing. I'd keep an eye on the Evil Twins, because, you also have to have the counterpart for the Troubled Sunny, because getting the chance to, Foolish Burial, one of the best cards in the deck, so that you can get the extra effect of the Troubled Sunny, because the Ultimate Slayer provides a dump, and then the Troubled Sunny provides the dump as well. So it's basically a 2-for-1 value tree off of this. So the reason why this stuff is going up, it's all because of Ultimate Slayer, and it's also because, holy moly, guess what? The format has changed. We can play cards again. This is such an exciting time. Everybody clap. Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't look bad anymore. Yeah, so I got some boring news for you. Kashtira Fenrir here. I'm going to be completely honest with you here for a second. And this is all to all the naysayers out there right now that are saying Kashtira is going to finally be unplayable. Alright, it's over, everybody. Guess what? Kashtira is finally over. There's no way somebody would try to play a hybrid build without Diabolsas, right? There's nobody out there? Well, in the deepest, darkest parts of the room, you're going to have that one really bad duelist that's going to attempt to play pure Kashtira. But that's not the reason why these Kashtira prices are going up. No. Say it after me. Fenrir is broken. Did you get all that? Those were some magical words. Everybody try with me. Fenrir is broken. Oh, okay. The best gosh darn monster next to a Rise Heart named Fenrir that can search itself and get these stupid amazing spot removal options is still at unlimited status effectively. And that means that we're going to have to do a splashable Fenrir for a very long time. Good way to save the value of the tins, Konami. I see what you did there. But Fenrirs did spike up. I just wanted to do the tee-hee-hee. Guess what, guys? Fenrir's going up in price. I wonder why. It's because the meta's going to splash the crap out of this card till the end of time because it's busted. Alright, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, if you're looking at wanting to pick up cards right now and you're like, I don't know if I want to pick up Fenrirs, they dodged the list. You're good to play them up through January more than likely, so kudos. You want to bully your opponents with Fenrir, or, bully other Fenrirs with Fenrir. It's usually the thing you want to do. You typically want a Fenrir check with the Fenrir, but I digress. Now this one, there can only be one collector's rares. So, I'm really kicking myself in the butt right now, because I'm short one. I said, you know what, I can wait, as I was doing Market Watch, seeing them get bought out. I was like, yeah, I'll wait another couple of days. I'm in no rush. I think that's very much the typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Player mentality. It's our inner procrastinator that goes, I really need another one of those. I want to finish my playset. I know I play 3 of it in some of these decks, but, I don't think I'm going to spend the money today, I think I'll do it next week seems good. And you have the same situation that happened with Rival. There Can Only Be One was destined to get bought out forever. Like, their writing was on the wall with Rivalry of the Warlords. Any of these powerhouse, stupid floodgate cards that players look at and literally go, smack Verity. It's an amazing card. It doesn't matter what the format itself really brings to the table. It's just these higher rarity things are always going to be worth something. So shame on me. Really, really. I played myself. I have nobody else to blame other than myself. I'm not surprised, yet again, that this card went up, and nor should you. Where does it stop? I'm curious about that myself. As of filming this, I saw them. They were above the $70 mark and going. I mean, considering the fact that this card was $50 for much of its life. But, I mean, it came in a side set, and we've already seen how a lot of these things. Verity Collection, Robbie, highly doubt it. Highly doubt it, champ. If they reprint, there can only be one in there. That's just a wasted slot. A lot of people would be really upset about that personally. So just leave that one on out. Unchained. I'm going to dedicate an entire section to this, talking about this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a little secret here. Kongs just ran a 90-plus man tournament with new ban list, with what we know from Age of Overlord. And Unchained performed amazingly. I'm not surprised at all. So now you gotta ask the question here. Okay, so if Unchained is performing exceedingly well up through September, October, November, December, and these cards have kind of hit this price point, obviously you're not going to be able to get them at the prices that they once were. No, that's not going to happen. But the thing you now got to ask yourself is, do I want to spend the money to have this be playable at least for the next 4 months? And 3, you got to start to ask yourself, you know, I have a friend that picked this up recently and was like, I don't enjoy the playstyle of the deck. It doesn't feel very Yu-Gi-Oh-y to me. And I can get behind that. I understand. There are just some decks that you play that are just not very fun. So I wanted to put this section here and go, while this is the current Tier 1 deck, and why, you know, we know how expensive this is, and it's going to continue to probably maintain the current price point it is, you're going to have to ask yourself if you want to drop the value to pick it up, because unfortunately, I really don't see this changing at this point in time. But it is one of the cheaper Tier 1 decks that we've seen in a very long time. You know, I mean, there's always going to be something that's going to maybe not look the most exciting in terms of playability, but gosh darn it, winning's not always about having fun. And I don't think truer words have ever been said on this channel, unfortunately. Go Flaunderies! And then last but not least is Forbidden Droplet. This card is square nut dab in the middle of most discussion points on Future List, which has got a lot of people buzzing about the Ultimate Droplet. I mean, why wouldn't they be buzzing about Ultimate Droplets? You know, everybody's like, crappy Rise Heart's gone. I can play good cards. I understand. I do. Droplet, when Rise Heart was starting to fade out in a lot of these regional level events, Droplet looked like a stupid good card. Alright, I do not doubt that we won't see players testing out Droplet. But, once again, I mean, the whole format shift, all of the new hype for 5 cards changing on a list, has shifted things up, at least in a lot of directions. It's amazing what a card limited to 1, it's in the extra I can actually do. And people want Norden brought back, but I digress. Imagine Super Poly with Norden. Can you imagine the stupid things you could do? Anyway, I do expect to see some sort of power craziness with this. Take it with you what you will. If you don't actually think people are looking at ulti droplets right now, you're going to be very surprised in the coming weeks here. Now, the only question I have is, you know, with all the hype that's being generated, is it actually going to stick around, or is this just going to be one of those things that people are like, well, you know, this is gone now, so naturally we should have this flood in. And like I said, with what regional data we did have with Kashtira seeing less representation, we were seeing Droplet showing up. So I am assuming that we will see that inversion actually happen. I think we will see some sort of Droplet takeover. So a lot of interesting things happening here, even with some of the most boring things, but that's fine. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. See your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons! Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.